Good morning, everybody.
Hi there.
How's everybody doing this morning?
We're rocking and rolling.
Excellent, excellent.
So far, so good. Been up for about 25 minutes now.
Really? Oh, boy.
It's 7 o'clock over here.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting where you are.
My husband was surprised I actually woke up this early.
Wow. Well, we appreciate it.
I actually woke up this early.
And Adam, you're in Eastern time, right?
I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah. So you're in Eastern time.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I forgot all about that time change. Good morning, Michael. How you doing this morning? Hopefully everybody's doing well this here it's nice. It's going to be hot this afternoon. Arthur, how you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Arthur.
Flipping good
Michael.
stuff. Just about to go to bed again. It must be midnight in Australia.
Australia. Very cool.
Hopefully, we flipping good stuff. Monday, I start my new hours for my show anyway. I'm not doing it at 9 o'clock in the morning anymore. I'm going to be doing it at 4 in the afternoon with more guests, since it seems like 4 in the afternoon is more of a human hour. So hopefully you could join us then. Morning, Bargain Effect. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's midnight in Sydney, Australia.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Mick.
Hi, Mick.
Hi,
Michael.
Actually, I'll make an announcement who my first guest is going to be next week. So, Mick, keep that in mind, what you just said there. Good morning, James.
Hi, James.
James.
Michael's awake. Good to hear. A human hour and a humor hour. Yeah, probably. I did it like that because I tried to get guests from companies like Pirate Ship said they couldn't do it because they just don't have the staff. No, I know. But keep that in mind. I'm going to say who my first guest is. I'll say it a little bit later in the broadcast. We're hoping that we can wake up Lisa so she could join us this morning.
I just texted her, wakey, wakey. She didn't respond.
I did too, yeah. Good morning, Gal Friday.
Hi, Gal Friday.
I tried to get guests for my show. Oh, crap. Sorry. And everybody would always tell me, say, well, 9 o'clock, that's 6 o'clock here in California. That's a little early. And yeah, I guess. So after hearing that over and over and over again, I figured I'm just going to move it to 4 o'clock and do it that way. It'll be good. I can get more guests on. I have Inventory Lab that's interested in coming on. Inventory Lab for those who are using them for Amazon or using Amazon FBA. They're a great source. Good morning, Jerry. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. I think I said hi to James, right? Don't want to miss anybody. I want to thank everybody for coming in, joining us. Of course, you all know Adam from Record Krate. And Tiffanys Cool Finds.
Hello.
Sorry. You guys like that? Or
No, that.
I like this one better.
Well, I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's all right.
You can put it the other way. I'll just adjust myself.
When you're like that, you only have this much room to move around.
That's true.
Here, I can move around and do all sorts of things.
That's
Hey,
true.
Jerry Stone wants to know if he won Apollo Creed. I don't know who was showing that last night.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let's see. I really want to catch a live one. It is a better time. So many wines at this hour. Yeah. So good morning, Jerry. Yes. Just want to make sure we flipping good stuff. Everyone loves Legos. You know, I had yet to. Anybody watch that Lego show, Lego Masters, yet?
Mm-mm.
Anybody caught that? I have to get one of those and take a look at it.
Okay.
Would that be on Netflix?
No, it's on a regular network station. I just don't know which one. But I don't have cable. We have
Me
the
neither.
box. We have the box, and we stream everything.
Mhm.
So literally, I just go in, put in the title, it finds the stream, and then I pick one and do it. Mick, I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know yet. I think there was only like 3 or 4 people that said anything. I was thinking about, it's on Fox. Mike said it's on Fox. I was thinking about just giving them all a few. Deep end of the sandbox. Good morning. He said
Good
Lego.
morning.
He or she said Lego Masters is awesome. Ever since they started to come out with the commercial on TV about the show, the resurgence in Legos have picked up a little. Probably a lot, I should say. She. Okay. Thank you, Kent. Thanks for coming in. Can't tell sometimes. We had Lego Masters. It was awesome, different to y'all, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, but ever since then, the interest in Legos has been really, really good lately. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. If you're on the Facebook side, come over to the YouTube channel and share in the chat with everybody. So what's up with you guys and gals this morning?
Well, I'm 3/4 of the way through my first cup of coffee, so I should be waking up anytime now.
It's cool. I'm going through another day trying to make it happen.
Yeah, I hear you. It's frightening out there for a small business these days.
Hmm. Yeah, and today I'll be.
I'm sorry, Tiffany.
Oh, I was just gonna say today I'll be listing on eBay as much as I can today.
Yeah, I need to put some stuff up, but I've been doing other back end stuff that I just haven't. Good morning, Carol. Thanks for stopping in.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Wolf Toy. So,
Yep, Jerry's going to the post office. Oh, if who's ever in here, I have shipped everything that everybody won from me, with the exception of 2 Jerry Stone's items last night, are all shipped and out. I made sure everything was out. I like to get everything out within at least 2 days, unless something drastically happens.
Jerry, Daniel's doing good. He was just cranky last night. I gave him a nice warm milk, and he slept until, well, he woke up with me at 6 o'clock.
You didn't put any Xanax or anything in the milk, did you?
No, I put it in the microwave for about 45 seconds, and I gets him nice and sleepy, and he fell right asleep. It was perfect. I was like, oh, thank God.
Wow. Deep into the mailbox. I'm researching military school to send my boys away. Kidding, not kidding.
So yesterday, my scales arrived, and I can ship a record, no problem, but other stuff is new for me, so I ordered a scale. So Adam,
Cool.
not Adam, but Arthur, I got scales, so I'll be able to weigh your packet, your item, and be sure to get a price for shipping. So
Cool.
it's coming your way, Arthur.
Did you get one of those Accutech ones?
Yeah, very similar to what you showed, and
All right, Jerry, take care.
yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
looking forward to that. What else did I get? I got some labels, some of the plastic labels. I mean, not plastic, but adhesive labels. So there we go. Save tape.
Oh man, deep end of the sandbox. My late shipment rate is up on eBay. I would. Oh, you can't call them now, huh? I would try giving them a call, leave a message. If not, email in or look at the chat, because you don't want to have that late shipment. Just tell them whatever they need to hear. Like, hey, I couldn't get out. That's not right. You shouldn't do that. But you definitely don't want to get penalized for having late shipments. If you have to, take it off one day and put it to 2 or 3 days, because then you'll never be able to get top-rated seller. It'll take a year to wipe those off your calendar. So call them, email them, whatever you got to do, talk to them, see if you can get those removed right away while it's fresh. Because I have top-rated seller. I lost it for a little bit because I wasn't really listing and selling as much, and it took me 3 months to get it back. And when we went away once, I put my store on vacation mode, and I didn't forward the days, the handling days. I kept it at 1 day, and we didn't get back for 3 weeks. So I was selling stuff, and people were pissed and reported me. So I called eBay and I said, no, I didn't know that. I thought once you put it on vacation mode, nobody could buy. And they said, no. So they took it off for me, thankfully. But yeah, you don't want to have, you don't want to get dings from eBay, because if someone's selling the same item as you are, they'll go on top of the search and you'll keep going down to the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. You want them. Well, think of it as yourself. You want to buy from someone you know is going to deliver, is going to give you good service or whatever, and those are the ones that are typically on the top.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Even promoted. Listing World War II headphones. Wow, that's interesting. Due to scheduling pickups, yeah. I've had that happen. I've had it where my boxes are outside the front door. I wake up the next morning, they're still out there. And I would call eBay and say, listen, I'll send you a picture if you want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So they waived it again. It's just, yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I don't trust scheduled pickup for some reason. I always get nervous that they're not going to follow through.
There's a message box underneath the time, and I always put on there, please pick up before 3 p.m. And if they're not here before 3 p.m., I just haul it to the post office myself.
Yeah.
And I tell them, I say, listen, I'm going to get dinged if this doesn't get scanned by 5 o'clock. And it's happened 3 or 4 times, so now they understand. Even one time, the girl that does it, she says, I know you need it done by 3. I'm going to scan it right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because that's your cutoff time. Like, that's typically the end of day.
James was saying if you have defects, they won't impact your rating going forward.
Yeah, they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to. I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of chats. If anybody came in that I missed, I'm sorry. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Carol says they're stopping global shipping.
I heard that too, yes. Well, it makes sense. I mean, I wish they would just close the airlines, the airports for a little bit. Even a 2-week, close it.
Mm-hmm.
It's sending out planes with like 4 people in them. It's kind of ridiculous.
That's crazy. I wish they would just close everything down, to be honest with you. Just for a couple weeks, get things back on track, and let's continue.
Yep, exactly.
My husband works at a car dealership. He's the lot attendant, so he's the guy that cleans up the car when you buy it. Anyway, apparently car dealerships are essential, which I get it, but I don't. Not everybody needs a car. They just want to trade in their 2017 for 2020.
Yep.
You don't need that.
Right. Yeah, that's not an essential part of business today.
No.
My son's the same way. My son is a paint tech, an automotive paint tech, and he says body shops are still essential because if you get in an accident, they need to have it fixed so they could drive, even though they're not supposed to be driving. So I don't know. I don't get it. I wish the whole country would just do the same thing. Because right now in Florida, it's like Florida's all on lockdown, but every county could add their own stipulations. You either are locked down or you're not. I mean, I don't get it, but whatever. We just need to get through it. So you're still getting new deliveries of records and media, Adam, right?
If I order, yes, and I'm only doing pre-orders.
Okay.
Pay for it and I'll order it for you. That kind of thing.
Yeah. That's cool. Because that's like I was talking to Ted yesterday, the comics, they're not shipping any comics.
I asked him about if he was purchasing and bringing in independent comics, and I never got a response from that.
No, because they still go by. So everything's sent to either 1 or 2 printers.
Not for the independent comics. Printers perhaps, but as far as
And the printer,
there's some that are outside of Diamond. There's dozens of comic books that are outside of Diamond.
Right, but typically they all use the same 2 or 3 printers. Mm-hmm. And most of the printers, I think the main printer that Marvel and DC use is in the Midwest still.
Right.
I mean, I've printed books and stuff, and the cheapest place to get printing is either in the Midwest or South Florida. Those are the best prices, other than overseas, but then you're paying a ton for shipping. But so the printers have next week's books already, and Diamond won't accept them. They're not accepting anything in the warehouse at all, and they're not shipping anything. So when you're a comic store, you rely on people coming in every Wednesday to get their new products, not just comics, but toys and whatever.
Right, but that's Diamond. I was asking about the independent books, if he was bringing any of those in.
No, because the printer won't release anything either. And the independents go through Diamond also. Diamond is everything. Diamond is comics, all the comics. I think there's one other minor distributor in California. We used to have 2 here. We used to have Capital, and then Diamond bought them, and that was that. But it's they'll do action figures, CDs, whatever comes out, posters, toys, whatever comes out. That's why they have the Previews magazine once a month, and so people can order right from that.
Right, but I'm talking about independent comic books.
Right, Diamond, like I don't know, I can't remember, some like Cherry and stuff like that from the past. That's still released by Diamond. You order it from Diamond, and it's still released by Diamond. I don't know any other independent comics because you have to order them, and it's all on their previews magazine. Unless I'm missing something. But do your distributors, are they only media, records, CDs, that type of stuff?
Uh, for bringing in records, yes. Yeah, I work with other things too, but different supplies, different products. But I work with a lot of big distros that also are bookstores. I mean, distribute books and
Okay.
Video media, video games, things like that. But I rarely bring any of that in.
Right. All right.
So-
Good stuff. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Night.
Imagine it's early for us, and we're saying good night. So, but if there was a book like on Kiss or something, or the Beatles, you'd probably take that in, right?
Not necessarily. If there's a book that accompanies a record, I might bring that in.
Okay.
And sometimes there's a bonus to get a standee or something if you get the record and the books. And so it's good to get those standees. Just added value things.
Right. Right.
There's many times I get lithos or posters, or we always like those added value things because it gives the customers some swag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or as we call it, tchotchkes. I have bags of tchotchkes. You know what a tchotchke is, right? It's just the little stuff you pick up when you go to a convention that's on the table. A pen
Right.
with the company's name on it.
Oh.
Last 2 years ago, my old assistant went to become a teacher. So I was going through some bags. I said, hey, I have like 1,000 pens and pencils, but they're from all different companies. Can you use them? She says, absolutely. And then Post-it notes. I must have like 50, 60 lots of Post-it notes, but from all like this builder, this bank, that bank. And little notepads, the same thing. She says, yeah, well, I can use it all. The students will love it. I said, I wish they were all my company's name on every pen, but so, and I still must have bags of like 100, 200 pens and pencils and stuff, just with all company names on it and all that stuff. And then, somebody mentioned in one of the auctions, the stress balls?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know that they made the stress balls in all different shapes and sizes. So we would go to a convention and I said, I don't have that one. Sam, grab that one for me. I don't have this one. I'm getting this one. And I would ask, hey, could I have one of those? So now I have stress balls that are shaped like a house, like a gavel, a hammer, a drill. They make like so many. I guess it depends on what business you're in. But I must have a large shopping bag full of all shapes and sizes of stress balls.
Wow. Well, there's no reason you're not doing this all day long,
Right. Or I could be juggling them, But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's one thing. Every time I go to a show or something like that, I'm always grabbing the tchotchkes.
For sure. For sure.
So Sleepyhead, we'll have to give her hell later on. And I wonder if I could get her on the phone. What? What do you want?
She was telling me the other day, that's too early for me.
All right, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Paul, what do you want?
She's probably watching from bed. She just doesn't want to get up. Yeah, she's probably watching. She's not going to answer. Little stupid foam-shaped things. Hello?
Hi, I can't get to the phone right now, but I'll get back
Yeah.
as I can. Thanks.
Okay, everybody in the chat's waiting to hear from Flippin' Crazy Lisa. We held up the show just to wait for you to get on board, and everybody's waiting. So, we're still waiting for you. Hopefully you'll eventually get up out of bed, sleepyhead. Bye. Yeah, Carol, I probably am.
It was funny. 6:30 this morning. I had already hit dismiss like 4 times, and in my head I was going, I'm going to text him, tell him I'm not going, and then I finally got up.
Wow. Yeah, I was up early again this morning. Haven't been sleeping that good these last few nights. I think I know I'm fighting off a cold, because typically when one person in the house has it, it goes through the whole house.
Yeah.
And Sandy had bronchitis, and I didn't get a flu shot this year, and I definitely don't want to get sick. So we've been downing zinc and cold pills or whatever we have to do, and she's finally just getting over it after I think the 3rd round of antibiotics. We thought she had the virus because two more TSA agents at the airport were tested positive for it. So now another one tested positive yesterday. She has another week off.
Oh my.
Yeah, but she got X-rays and everything, and the doctor says no, you still just have bronchitis.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
That sounds like exactly like my mom. She was coughing like crazy last week, and her chest was hurting, and same thing. We thought that she had the virus too, but it turns out just be bronchitis, and she just finished her 1st round of antibiotics, and she's still coughing like crazy, so she's gonna do it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He gave her the 1st round was she went through still coughing. The next round, I can't get over it. The next round was finally, wow, you look like 24 hours, incredible difference. So yeah, I mean, but it's I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's funny that this virus came along, and they say they probably have what do they call it? A shot for it sometime this year. But they still don't have a cure for the common cold. I mean, I don't know. When we were kids, we thought, oh, by the year 2000, if we're still around, they're going to have flying cars, and they'll finally cure cancer, and they'll have a cure for the common cold. And here we are, I don't think they're any further along with the cold remedies or cancer, right?
It makes you think about things, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know, but that's just me. So, what's everybody else in the audience up to today?
Yes, what are your plans today? It looks like it's going to be finally nice here in Idaho. Yesterday it was snowing 1 second, and then about half an hour later it'd be sunny, and then it'd be spitting snow again, then sunny, and I'm like, what the heck?
Wow.
And then we woke up to like an inch of snow. My days all mixed up these days. I think it was Thursday, but then by 11 o'clock in the morning, all the snow was melted. It's just bizarre weather. And then 2 weeks ago, I was outside in a t-shirt and I was fine.
Wow.
Wow.
So I'd like to get a walk in today with the little guy around the block or something.
Oh yeah.
And then you had an earthquake.
Yeah, that's right. It was the weirdest thing.
That's bizarre.
I used to live in New Hampshire, and I'd never been through an earthquake. I mean, I didn't feel it that bad over here, but I was sitting on the couch, I was watching Grey's Anatomy, and Daniel was playing, and all of a sudden, I got sick. It felt like I was on a boat. And in my head, I'm going, what the heck? I don't even drink. Everything was moving side to side. And about 10, 15 seconds later, it stopped, and I'm like, what the heck was that? So I'm just going through Facebook, and I'm like, oh crap, we had an earthquake.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a 6 point something.
I think it was a 6.5 or 6.7. I heard something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So no damage to your house or anything.
No, it was very light shaking here in Pocatello. I guess in Boise area, which is like 3 hours from me, they could see like the ceiling fans and lights shaking and stuff like that. So it was closer to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arthur's saying they probably have a. All right. All my family's saying happy birthday now. They probably have a common cold cure, but make too much money on treatment items. That could
I
be.
agree. I think they have a cure for maybe they have a cure for cancer, but I know when I went through my treatments, holy smokes! If I didn't have insurance,
oh,
it was like as I went through 25 radiations. I had to go every day, 5 days a week, and then the weekends off, and then I had 5 rounds of chemo. Anyway, every time I went to radiation, which was every day for 10, 15 minutes, that was about a $2,200 bill every day.
Wow.
Just for
I didn't know you
Yep.
went through that.
Yep. I just I went through treatment. I started it September of last year, and then I ended it like the mid-October, and then in November I had my surgery to remove the rest of it. And yeah, so I started 2020 without cancer.
Nice.
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Congratulations.
Wow. Yeah, Michael said he's doing an oil change and grabbing some video games to sell. So where are you finding the video games to sell? Oh, if anybody didn't know, GameStop is going to start closing 300 stores. I don't know. Maybe it's delayed because this all happened and their stores the store near me down the street, 13 miles, is closed because of this. But they said on the news that they're closing 300 stores.
Really?
Yeah, they were going to start converting all their stores to a different format.
I'll see if you can get in there and get some signage. I'd love to have some signs.
Oh yeah, because they do have some cool stuff.
Yeah, I have hopes that one day I'll be able to reopen, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I live about 5 minutes away from a GameStop. Excuse me, had a brain cramp. I hate that when stores close, but I'll take advantage of the discounts.
Yeah. Oh, that's the way to go. I mean, that's when I bought a pallet load of appliances. You see what Carol's saying, right? Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Carol, and thank you, Deep End of the Sandbox.
Oh, I didn't see hers. He's going to do Facebook Marketplace. We had a Macy's and a Kohl's not near me, but 30 miles up, closed down. And I bought a pallet of DeLonghi appliances and some other appliances and stuff. And I only have like 2 pieces left out of the whole pallet, but that's the way to do it.
Hmm.
When a store closes down, you go in and make some deals.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, but also behind the scenes in the back, you can find all sorts of things. I've purchased a case of shipping tape from places like that, and stuff that they just pushed in the back. And I'm more interested in see what's in the back than I am up front.
Right. We had it's not Whole Foods. It's one of those fresh markets or something. They had just opened up here 6 months ago. They sell they sold because they just closed. The whole corporation went under. And everybody was saying, wow, it's not even 6 months.
Well, it's not a fresh market then.
No, I forget what the name of it was. But they sold like gluten-free cookies and pre-made meals, gluten-free, and all this whatever. So they were liquidating, and at 60% off, Sandy and I went in, and they had the whole right-hand side. And these 2 Chinese people were in there, buying like the takeout foam things. Told Sandy, I said, obviously they have a restaurant that does a bang up business, and they're probably saving a ton of money buying it from their wholesaler. Food wrapping paper, plastic wrap. Everybody busts my cookies about plastic wrap, but the big one that you wrap up, whole meals and stuff. The guy had 3 carriages full of all that extra merchandise. Nothing that I could use or that we could use for shipping merchandise. It was all food related.
Right.
But yeah, I remember back home when the store went out, I would buy like gondolas and stuff like that for my store. Because you buy them new, they're like $400, but you buy them when the store closes out, you can get them for $25, $30, $40. When Macy's closed, I actually bought a mannequin, one of the big mannequins. But yeah, there's times to, I'm just seeing that Deep End of the Sandbox said that, but I don't have it on my.
Michael said he's been getting the video games from Facebook Marketplace.
Right, I saw that one, but I don't see the one that Deep Ended. I have my YouTube open, and when she said that, it didn't show up on my because you said you made notice of it, but it didn't show up on my StreamYard.
Oh, weird. Oh, because when I saw it, it said I could either hide it or show it. Is that because he wrote a word in there? So YouTube probably said, "Is that a bad word?" Anyway, but he said,
"Yeah, no, I didn't." But thank you though on that. I'm sure Tiffany appreciates it too.
Yes, I do. Deep End of the Sandbox. Do you guys all have brick and mortars? I do not. I work strictly from home. Sell on eBay and Poshmark, and now the YouTube auctions I've been doing, and then Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, the only brick and mortar I have is the ones that hold up my house.
Yeah,
I don't. I miss it. I've had several. I do miss it. I miss the interaction with people and stuff like that. When I go home. When we buy a house, we're going to go back home to New Hampshire. Home for me is Massachusetts, but I think we're going to New Hampshire.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, taxes in Massachusetts are just outrageous still. And I think I want to open up a small little place. But then my buddy tells me I'm crazy. He says, why? You could do just as much business online as you can if you have a store without all the expense.
We thought about it, but that's why we're not going to do it.
I'm just a glutton for punishment.
What part of New Hampshire? I was born and raised in Berlin.
Berlin, that's more north. My sister and brother-in-law live in Derry.
Okay.
My best friend, like almost my brother, is in Salem. My son bought a house in Sandown. That's where we stay with him.
Okay.
And when last time we went home, we looked all the way up to Concord. Concord is very nice.
I like Concord.
The downtown is very quaint, very nice. But so, Adam, what is your take on having a brick and mortar? Other than what's happening in the world today, what's your outlook on having a brick and mortar compared to just an online business?
I rather trade stocks than do this stuff online.
Really?
I would. What I like is the interaction.
Yep,
like the fact that people come to me. Do you buy records? Yes. Buybacks are important. And it's the thrill, it's the challenge, it's the hunt, it's the connecting with people, it's providing a service. For me, it's all getting more records to listen to. So,
right. How long have you had your stores?
5 years.
So 5 years. And did you have stores before that?
Yes. And many years ago, I ran a large. I wasn't the owner, but I ran a large antique mall.
Oh, okay.
So I learned a lot there, and there you go. So
All
I'm
right.
definitely thinking, how will change? How will this affect me after either we kill the virus or we make our bodies immune to the virus? I don't ever want to get caught in a situation like this again.
Right.
Yeah.
I could live on very little money. I can live on very little money, but it takes a lot of money to keep this business open.
Yes. That's why it's good to have multiple streams of income. And in case I didn't say it, good morning, Adam. And if I missed anybody, I'm real sorry. But typically, like I opened my first store in 79. I was 17, 18 years old. I've always, they say you have the entrepreneur spirit. For 5, 6 years. 1 year I was an assistant manager at Target, 5 years assistant manager with Walmart. And I went back to owning my own store again. And then I went in, when I came down here, I transferred down with Walmart, and then I left them after a year. And then I went into real estate. I said, listen, 35 years in retail, I want to try something different. But when you're into real estate, it's still your own business. You have to get your license, but you have to get the clients. You have to let them know that, hey, this is what I do. This is what I could do for you. So it's your own business. So Adam and Tiffany, you have the entrepreneur spirit, but it's always good to have multiple streams of income. Good morning, Kelly. Sorry if I missed you.
Hi, Kelly.
Like you said, Adam, I guess if you weren't doing the auctions and stuff, you need some money coming in. If you can't open, if the state says you can't open because you're not essential, you need money coming in.
Kelly, do you desire to have your own brick and mortar? Tiffany, I'm sorry. Tiffany, do you desire? I'm sorry, Kelly was the last comment, but do you desire to have your own brick and mortar?
Well, I've been thinking about it on and off, but I feel like I can do really well at home without what Paul said, without having all the extra expenses. Part of me really wants to, is it would be fun, and then I could get everything that I have at the house out of the house. I could have my house back for, my family life. But I don't know. I really enjoy doing what I do here too. I got my little setup. I mean, it's small. It's not perfect, and I got a storage unit that I have a bunch of yard sale stuff in, and my garage is full of stuff to sell online. But I don't know. I've been tossing between what I want to do exactly. I haven't quite decided. I just went full time in this job, like right before this pandemic happened, and so far I'm doing pretty well. So now I'm thinking, well, why do I want to have a store? But then again, I do want to have a store. I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, that's like what happened with me. I had a store, and we were doing mail order. And this was just when eBay became eBay. And we started selling online and on eBay. And then I was doing more on eBay than I was in the store. So it's like, why do I need the store? I'm a destination. I'm not. We used to look at it as, if you stand where you want the store to be, if you stand on the street, how many cars passing by need your service? So if you say, well, gee, I sell odd stuff, I'm selling Godzilla toys or whatever from Japan, maybe 1 in 20 would be interested in what I have. We did the same thing. We opened up the smoke shop in 85. Probably half the people driving by will smoke. So, that was our determining thing. And
bye, Michael.
Yes, good morning, Debbie and Mike and everybody we missed. But yeah, I mean, if I ended up closing the store and going all online, there was just no need to have the store and the overhead. And I had what they call white elephant space. White elephant space is your door is on the street, but you have no windows facing the street. because they go in and then there's your place.
Mm-hmm.
So you pay less for that, less rent for that. But you're still adding an expense because it's not just the rent. I'm sure Adam will tell you it's not just the rent; it's the insurance and the liability and
True. Yeah.
all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Deep end of the sandbox is I love my brick and mortar buying up. So where is your brick and mortar? And what do? You could promote it here if you'd like. Maybe people in the chat are interested or they're close to you. Definitely. And Adam, do the same thing. Put your address and stuff in or your website in the chat and let people know what you have.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the moment, I think I'm going to stick with just selling the way I've been doing it from my home, YouTube, Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Facebook.
Yep.
I enjoy it. I can stay at home and in my leggings all day if I want to, and no judgment.
Right. I know. I hear you. There's a lot to be said for, what's your commute to work? I don't know, 10 steps.
Yeah.
But at the
That's how
same
it is.
time, there's a discipline of getting away from home to be in a place where you're dedicated to work.
Definitely.
When you're home, you're like, let me go think. Okay, there's so many distractions.
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely.
Let me put a load of wash in. Let me, clean the house up a little.
Yeah.
You got to concentrate on, like I always used to tell my agents, you got to concentrate on money-making activities.
Well, right now, my husband and I have been talking. We're trying to make a goal. I'd like him to quit his job at the dealership so we can be a husband and wife team at home. And because, of course, the little guy, like last night, for instance, let's say I could have stayed on an extra half an hour with you guys, but I couldn't because he was being crabby. Or I could do a few more YouTube auctions at home by myself, when I'm at Paul or whatever. And but it makes it hard. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out what we need to do for him to be able to quit. So I think right now we have a money goal. Like right now I can pay for all of my bills. As we have he pays for certain bills and I pay for certain bills. I pay for my end. I'm like, okay, so when I can pay for half of yours too, let's consider you quitting, because when you're home, then I could spend more time listing on eBay or whatever the case might be. That will make up for the other half that I can't do right now. So we're working on that right now. That's our goal.
What about health insurance?
We would go through a third party, because it's so expensive. Even through the company, I think he's paying for the family of 3. He's paying a good like $250, $300 every paycheck. He gets paid bi-weekly, so that's twice a month. So about $500-$600 a month. So we go through. I think our insurance is through Farmers, and they do offer health insurance. So we would get a hold of them and see what's up. Dum, 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 dum.
Hey, Paul, would you highlight the deep end? I'm on Long Island, New York.
Oh, wait a minute. It just jumped on me. Yep, I'm on Long Island. It's vintage store, but very 80s, 90s rec room. We specialize in toys and records, anything pop culture, all secondhand. Very cool.
What's the name of your store, Deep End?
Yeah, Deep End. Put the name of your store. If you have a website, put it in there. Let people know. Definitely. I'm not against that. We're not against that.
And so she's got a second comment, which is two below.
I think it's vintage. I think that's her little store name or storefront in her picture.
Yeah, if you could try to search vintage, you'll find all sorts of things. But
that's true.
I can get calls daily for collections or before I have the yard sale.
Store's called Deep End the Sandbox. Nice.
But the cheap stuff, the leftovers, the $1 to $20 stuff that sells in the store. Kelly says, my hubby has no interest in doing reselling. He will help me out taking packages to post office, but that's about it. Kelly, my wife was the same way, but we went on the way going home one year, we thrift all the way up, antiquing and thrifting. Once she bought a couple of things for a few bucks, and we ended up selling them for $20, $30 more. She got the bug. That's all it took. Maybe the same thing with your husband. Maybe he just needs to find something he's interested in. Toys, cards, something like that. Everybody says they tried to recapture their youth. Oh, I used to collect baseball cards when I was a kid, or I used to collect comics, or I used to do action G.I. Joes. If they look for that and start selling, or you start selling and say, hey, honey, you paid $5 for this, but I just got $50 for it. That might get them more into it.
So it is vintage, but below the vintage, Tiffany, it says at deep end of the sandbox with a phone. Oh, with a phone number. I was like, everybody left me.
Oh, very cool. I like the sign too.
Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, deep end. If you want to put it in there, put the link in there.
Yeah, Jose, you won't see him taking pictures for eBay or making listings because he has no idea how. He doesn't do well with technology, but he'll help me source. He's the guy that will clean everything for me and fix it if it needs to be fixed up a little bit. He helps me do all the organizing, and he helps me do the packing and all that stuff.
Nice.
Which does make things go by way faster.
So she's closer to the Hamptons. Does Paul McCartney ever stop and shop with you on Deep End? Do we know Deep End's name?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we did. I forgot.
And how close are you to Massapequa, Deep End? I had to make a sign and say vintage because the name is nonsense. I understand. Yeah, absolutely. Does it feel like Saturday to anybody?
Is the what?
Does it feel like a Saturday to anyone?
No, just another day.
Ugh.
Pretty soon we're gonna have to start relabeling day 1, day 2, day 3.
That's so true. Yeah, absolutely. Deep End is in Warren, I believe.
Adam, he's not. He's kind of handy. It's not like he does it all the time. So when he does try to fix an appliance or something on a vehicle, it takes him a little while. So when we do find appliances, we try to get them working, just because it would take him a lot of time.
Yeah.
But he does it if he has to.
Good morning, Katie. A friend of mine, her husband is a body man, and he will buy a junk car and part it out on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up at the post office a couple of times at the same time, and he's shipping like a bumper that's probably 6 feet long, just wrapped, and he sells them. He cleans them up, sells them. I'm amazed at like a door handle. What a door handle for a 70 Monte Carlo or something would fetch.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yep. That's a great business to be in. I mean, we just bought a door handle for my 2007 GMC Denali because I broke it off last week by accident. And then we bought a tailgate handle for his 89 Chevy truck. And
wow,
car parts, I mean, they sell, because you can't just go to the store and buy a 89 Chevy piece sometimes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wow. Yeah, Kelly said she had some bad experiences that kind of turned him off.
Mm.
Yeah, Kelly, it's just, you can't let it, phase you. The more you sell, the more chances that you will have a bad experience, but find out what the bad experience was. If it's just a matter of, and I find, if it's just a matter of somebody says not as described, just when you start listing, just put more in the description. Any little crack or discoloration or something like that, just put it in there. Make them have they cannot say that, hey, this is not as described. Well, yes, it is. It's described exactly the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Adam says, is he handy? Maybe consider selling appliance parts.
It would take him too long. I don't think he's handy when he needs to be, but it's not something that he would like to do all the time.
Oh, Deep End is Lauren.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Kelly.
Lauren, it looks like we have some more related interests and parallel interests. So, yeah, please feel free to reach out. Bye, Carol.
All right, Carol.
Hey,
Have a
Carol.
good day. Thanks for coming in.
I still think Carol's my cousin.
Oh, yeah?
I do.
Wow. Well, it's been almost an hour and no Lisa. What is she going to come in the last 2 minutes?
If she were to come in right now, she would be much more arrested than me.
Oh, yeah. It seems like every time I see you, you're always in the store.
Yeah, I don't live very far away, so here I am.
That's cool.
And,
So are you, Paul, you should have a round robin auction tonight. I think I'm going to have one tomorrow afternoon. I'd love to have one tonight. I just don't know. How about a substitute, Lisa?
there you go.
I'd love to have one tonight. I just don't know who else is available. Oh, Adam says maybe she's out walking her cats. Now that's a picture I'd like to see, Adam. Lisa with 3 or 4 or 5 cats on leashes walking down the street. But yeah, I'd like to. I want to schedule. I want to have a definite schedule of auctions. I don't want to just. I know the pop-up things are pretty cool and interesting, but I'd like to have a schedule. I did talk to someone else that I went on his auction a few weeks ago. I just did 2 items, and it was to raise money for Grimes fines because his warehouse burnt down. So I donated 2 items, auctioned them off, and sent them all the money. And he was a nice guy, and he's a professional auctioneer or a licensed auctioneer in his state. So I asked him if he wanted to come on with me maybe Sunday. But I don't like to speak for Adam or Tiffany or Lisa. I just say, I'm thinking of doing this. And they say, okay, I'm interested.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if we could put some together, we definitely would go on.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. Oh, I was going to say, what was that?
I got to do something.
Right. I was going to say, Adam, are you taking advantage of the lull and changing your store around to any,
I don't have time. I don't have time.
Wow.
My goal, I mean, I had to set up a quote unquote shipping area because I just wasn't organized in that respect. But I mean, Curiosity Inc., guys redoing this entire store. And I was like, that's awesome. I just don't have the time.
Wow. That's good, though. That's good.
I'm really focusing on, bringing in income.
Well,
yeah.
Debbie, no, Adam is in Raleigh, North Carolina. If you go, I think 2 weeks ago, we did a walkthrough of one of his stores also. He has 3 stores. He'll put it in the chat also.
Well, put what in the chat?
Your stores, your location.
I got tons of videos on YouTube, and about my page has all sorts of information. So,
all right, yeah, just put something in the chat and click on the 3 buttons to the right, and you can go right to his page.
Okay, I'll put something in the chat.
Are you working from the shop as far as storage? Adam, I agree. Are you working from the shop as far as storage?
No, I have a warehouse. I was there yesterday. No, I was there Thursday gathering things and bringing here. And
look who did text to me.
I'm heading over to the Wake Forest location and bringing stuff here. I'll probably have to go live in Wake Forest someday and this weekend and do a buy it now sell. And yeah.
All right, I just told her to get in here.
Get in here. Oh, who you?
She said she's coming in. So when she comes in, everybody, give her a ration of stuff.
Do you have an eBay store? I think you do. Gil Fry.
I do. I'm trying to. My eBay store name is still Tiffanys Cool Finds. I'm trying to figure out how to get a link from the computer.
You can share one item you have for sale, and then people can click on and see your.
Yeah. Or when you go to your eBay, you know where it shows how many feedback you have, the number of feedback you have.
Yeah.
And there's the purple little logo to the right of that looks like a door opening. If you click on that, that's your store, and then just copy and paste the address in the address bar. Oh, thank you, Adam, very much. Adam,
Adam, I have 4 Facebook pages, and so.
Wow, one's not enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
no wonder you're so busy.
what was your girl's name? Deep End, Lauren.
Lauren, excuse me.
Lauren, here's my phone number. Please feel free to reach out. We can always have a mental health time and drink some King Crimson coffee together.
King Crimson?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah. Yeah. But so Lauren, I'm very familiar with Infinity Records in Massapequa. I think it's a wonderful store. Very close to Jones Beach, beautiful beach. So yeah. Hey, there's Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany.
Yeah, guys, and if you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe to me. I'm trying to work on building up my channel and eventually have auctions on there as well with Paul and Lisa and Adam, and we're all going to help each other grow our channels. And then as far as eBay, go ahead if you're interested in anything, make offers. I just deleted a bunch of stuff. So I've been having like all those figures I brought to auction last night. They've been on eBay forever. I'm not overpriced at all, but they've just been sitting there. So I took them all off of eBay, and I'm trying to put new stuff up.
Adam, did you see what Deep End Lauren said? Infinity is a king around here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Joe's awesome and Corey's awesome. Absolutely, it's the bomb.
Thank you, Deep End.
Yeah. Corey and I share a love together of jazz music, and so it's always good to reach out in that respect. Yeah.
Deep End, do you prefer being called Deep End of the Sandbox or by your real name? And thank you, Lisa C.
Yeah, I could never tell that either. A lot of times they say it's okay to call them by their real name, but I just don't know if it's appropriate or not. Oh, everybody, look who it is.
Wakey,
look
wakey.
Who it is. Imagine that.
Look at the sunshine. And plus, there's sunlight coming through your window.
Yeah, not really. It's just light, not sunlight.
Wow, she even wakes up crabby.
Deep End of the Sandbox said,
I just got done feeding the cats and making a coffee, and here I am. I was up till like 4:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so.
Okay.
I have to get out of that habit of staying up late, and then I get overtired, and then I can't fall asleep. Hi, guys. Good morning, everybody. Sorry. Just one of those mornings.
Yeah, Lisa, you got that right.
Thank you, Jerry. Deep End of the Sandbox says she answers to anything. Lauren, Lori, Ma, hey, you lady.
Hey, you lady. Yeah.
Hi, Norma.
It is filtered through the pollen.
Lisa, Jerry, and Deep End of the Sandbox. That's all as far as I could go on my chat, so I can't go further back.
I do want to wash my car today.
I hate cleaning cars. Oh, I'd rather clean the whole house.
I just go to the car wash and have them do it.
Of course you do.
Well, they have a car wash. It's like $5, and then you pay an extra $5, and they'll do the windows and stuff.
Yeah, I do that myself. I don't. Car washes are very bad on your paint job, especially.
True.
And your top.
Yes.
True.
Yes, I can imagine.
I've never used one.
No, they'll tear up your paint job. Is going to have all those brush
That's
marks
why I
and
go to the
scratches.
touchless car wash.
It's okay. Things still touch it, like that thing that slaps it to dry it off and everything
Yep.
before the air hits it. No, I don't.
Pressure. Let's start peeling paint. But
Oh, you
Okay.
offer to be a substitute, Lisa?
Bye, Debbie.
A Lisa for a Lisa?
Yep.
I
Okay.
did.
Okay, Debbie. Thanks for coming in. Thank you very much.
I went to start my car yesterday in the garage, and the battery's done again. I was starting it like every 3 days, and we had a cold snap 2 days ago, and I guess that was enough to do it in. So now I have to get another battery just to get the car out of the garage again.
Oh.
Yes, hand wash and hand wax. Exactly, Lisa. I don't even use a buffer or polisher or anything. I do all the steps by hand. It takes me about 6 hours to detail my car.
Well, aren't you special?
Inside and out.
Absolutely.
So wax on, wax off. You never this long.
The car that's
hey, listen, I was dead to the world.
Oh, come on. I was going to put your phone number in the chat and have everybody call you and wake you up. And they said, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. She'll get mad.
It doesn't. Oh, Adam, yes, I worked for an auto repair shop. I did their detailing for them. I did custom things. I installed the tonneau covers on pickup trucks and everything. I work on cars and trucks.
Yeah, if anybody hasn't seen the video of Lisa's Monte Carlo, excuse me, it's very cool. Very, very cool what she did.
It is.
Have I been hitting the grocery store? Me, Lisa, or the Lisa in the chat? This is confusing already.
Lisa.
Sandy and I had to go to the pool yesterday to buy some chemicals for our hot tub. And I said, let's go into Publix. Publix is our grocery store. I said, let's just go, see if we can pick up a couple of things. So the registers are doing that, social distancing, whatever they call it. So the lines where people with carriages are down the aisles. And I had to go around one lady so I could get up the next aisle. And she gave me yes, Adam, exactly. She gave me the dirtiest look, like, you're too close to me. What are you doing? What are you thinking? I felt like saying, I need to get around you if that's okay. Or do you want me to go all the way? And she just gave me like that look, like Adam just did, the dirtiest look. Like, what the hell are you doing? You're so close. People are freaking out.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Flippin' Sandra.
Hello, Sandy, baby.
Hi, Sandy.
We should have her on.
Hey, your wife looks like your doggy.
Yep. That's why I married her.
That's awesome.
Probably, Adam. Probably.
One of these days, Sandy. One of these days. Come on.
Yeah, she's chicken shit. I mean, she's chicken.
We'll get her on here soon enough. Dead man talking again. We know she's serious when she says that.
Yep. Hey, Jennifer. Thanks for coming in. Our stores are limiting the number of people. We drove by Walmart, and they're limiting to 20 people in at a time.
That's a big story. They could lose somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they started that line thing, right? I saw pictures. They started that today.
Jennifer, come over to the YouTube side, and you could chat along with everybody, and everybody could chat along with you, because right now I'm the only one that could see it. Good morning, Philly Picker. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, Lisa Bliss. You own the grocery store.
All right, guys. I don't need my last name put out here. So could somebody please delete that for me? Because I can't when I click on it. We don't tell each other. I really don't need that going on right now at this point.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Adam, can you take care of that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you, guys.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but that's not, just say Flippin, Lisa, or something.
Now
Between
I
all the
see.
stuff that's going on around YouTube right now, I don't need my last name put out there. I'm sorry. I'm just
Yeah, that's been crazy lately.
yeah. I don't want to give anybody any more ammunition for anything. So no, I have not been to the grocery stores. I've been self-quarantined. This is as of tomorrow will be 3 weeks. And I had to go to my antique mall because on Thursday I got an email from the antique mall booth and it only gave us a couple hours notice saying that they're going to be closing as of 6:00. So I had to run down to my antique mall and grab some stuff that I could possibly sell because it's not going to be selling there if they're closed. Not that anything was selling there anyway the past couple weeks when they were still open. But I had to run down there and pick up some stuff that I thought I could sell. And I did. I sold some of the stuff last night on Adam's channel on Pop Culture Night. And I have a couple more pieces that I'm going to bring to Pop Culture Night on my channel on Monday. So I just ran down there and said my highs and my goodbyes and came back with my stuff. But I'm okay. I mean, I could deal with what I have here and scrounge up and make like imaginative meals.
Mm-hmm.
How is the antique mall gonna treat the rent?
I have no idea. Nothing was said to us about that. I'm just glad it's finally closed because I was not making any sales while they were open. It was just
Right.
that's the way I felt because a lot of other friends that had booths in antique malls, those places actually closed and there's a clause in their insurance about something that this stuff would be covered. They would be taken care of because of this that's going on. So theirs closed and then they had said they weren't going to charge them rent since they're closed, and now said, well, that's fair because there's nobody anyway, it's dead. So
Right.
but ours didn't refuse to do that, so I'm sure we're getting charged full rent for another month, but I don't know how anybody's going to pay it because we had no sales.
Yeah, because you're not making any money.
That's my personal opinion, and I can explain it further if people don't understand what I mean. I don't have insurance that covers me when I'm not making money there, but they do. Hopefully, if they do have insurance, and there's the thing that's taken care of now because of what's going on for loss of business or something like that.
Right. A lot of times that the owner of the business will have insurance for that. Will cover them for loss of business, act of God. I guess this would be called an act of God, right?
No, it's something else because I'm not saying the P word, but it's something else that has to do with that they can file for something that it's automatically because it's a big thing that's that it's an exceptional circumstance. So but anyway, it's neither here nor there. Now I know I don't have to run there or get anything or check on sales because there's not going to be any. So I just brought home a little bit of stuff that I thought would be interesting to people. Well, I left all the fancy glassware and stuff because I'm not up for shipping that stuff.
Right.
Nobody really wants that stuff anyway at the auctions. Like fancy gold-plated china, and I have a Tiffany and Company pitcher with two snakes wrapped around each other as the handle, all sorts of stuff. Coffee mugs with like characters on them, SpongeBob and Disney ones and Looney Tunes ones and certain places, certain restaurants, stuff like that. So that's the stuff I left behind. I mean, not forever.
More chance for breakage, right?
For at least the next 10 days. And then that's the governor made it for at least till, what is it, the 13th? And then if it has to get extended, I'm sure they'll extend it.
Yeah, ours is until May 1st.
Well, like I said, it might come to the 11th or whatever, and then they're going to say, okay, we're going to extend it another week or another 2 weeks. So I'm expecting that. I'm not, I'm guessing that might happen.
And they are giving disaster loans. I've been listening to some of the news channels. Typically, when you're a self-employed business, you can't get anything. because you're self-employed. Even getting a loan or a mortgage when you're self-employed is extremely tough, because the one thing they all say about self-employed people is, well, we know you don't claim everything you make. But with this that's happening now, they have included self-employed people. So if you have employees, even if they're 1099 employees, you could file for a grant or a loan. And you should do it. Like Adam, you should look into it.
Oh, hi, Dolly. Didn't see you there. And hi, Flippin' Flamingos, and hi, Lynn.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, sorry if I missed you, but SBA, the Small Business Association.gov, the first link, and it's like a 2-page thing. It's easy to fill out. It's like 10 minutes. I think they said the first 10,000 could be forgiven, and then after that, you can get a loan they'll loan up to $3 million at a low interest rate of 4%.
Let's see, if I got $1 million, the first thing I would do is liquidate the entire stores.
Yeah.
Hire someone to hand wash my car.
Yep. They said that the money does have to be spent on business expenses.
Oh, no problem.
Hey, for one thing though, you could lay off your employees or whatever and still pay them, pay the health insurance and that type of stuff. But it's definitely for small business people, and even online, like side hustle businesses, it is still worth it to try it. Good morning, Dolly.
Well, there's probably going to be some drug dealers who do it.
Yeah. Dee says she has 2 permanent flea market booths. We have a concern about renting during close. The owners fought against closing. Governor had to step in. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy world. People need to call it a plague.
People need to start.
Sorry. Jerry, how do I change my name on YouTube? Go on to YouTube.
He already did it, Paul.
Oh, okay.
Down.
All right. Just trying to catch up.
Yeah, you're far behind. Are you looking at your StreamYard one or your YouTube one?
StreamYard, you can't put the YouTube one on the underneath on the banners. You got to wait till it goes to StreamYard, then you can put it on.
Oh yeah, but I just have my popped up YouTube one, and when I want to pop up something on the banner, I just click and that goes away, and then I bring it back up. That's why I was wondering if you had both you were looking at, or just.
I do. I have both up just in case. Shut up, Sam.
How do you pronounce that? Squirrel.
Squirreled away.
Squirreled away.
Squirreled.
Squirreled. Say squirrel.
Well, Jerry's got a new nickname. Watch out, everybody.
Adam, say there's a squirrel in the tree.
Wait a minute. You picked up what, Jerry? You picked this up?
Oh,
There's
wow.
a squirrel in the tree.
I missed it. It cut out.
That just came out?
No, it's just this record's always been pressed since day one. But I had to, when I place these orders, I have to place X number of dollars. So I ordered something that I felt like could sell relatively fast, and that's always a good seller. I love the Dark Side of the Moon too.
Now,
Dee.
do things like that, new pressings, come with what the originals came with, or it's just the pressing?
I think this one comes with Jerry, have you opened yours? But at least I'm pretty sure it comes with 2 posters and 2 stickers. 2 posters.
Like the original. Wow.
Yeah.
Hi, Perlini. Sorry if I missed
I have
anybody.
not been sick. Nope.
Sorry if I missed anybody. If I did, thanks for coming in, spending the morning with us. Dolly, that's not true. She just got out of bed.
And I have allergies, Paul. And I've been working out in the yard the past 2 weeks. Those little suckers are everywhere all over the ground.
We had visions of you with 5 cats on leashes walking down the street.
Yeah, okay. I don't even know who to believe now because I wasn't here, so I'll have to catch the replay.
Oh, yeah, you definitely have to catch the replay.
So scroll away. I can't wait to see what image you put for your icon.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be a squirrel that's...
Excuse me.
Oh, acorn. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah, Jerry. After I was kicked off, after I left the auction last night, I looked at eBay, that thing you told me about, that dragon. Man, I couldn't believe the price that thing was selling for.
I believe it. If it was Dungeons and Dragons and made by LJN, yeah, that was a tip off right there. You never read the thing on the bottom of it?
There's nothing on the bottom of it.
There's got to be. You probably just don't see it. It's got to be somewhere. They always put the.
That's what I thought too. I have to look.
Yeah, you need to get like a jeweler's loop or something, and because when it's color on color, it's hard to see some of the colors.
Right, but it's missing a foot, so I'm gonna have to search for the other foot. What is that? What was that?
That's
my phone.
Wow.
Or at the very least, you could sell it for parts that somebody might need. One of the dragon heads broke off of theirs or something, so they'll want it for parts to make theirs complete.
There you go.
Even if I have to pay $30-$40 for the arm, I could then resell it or try to get $250 for it. Sandy said, yeah, she checked in the box. There was nothing else. I have original He-Man, but I know some of them are going for big bucks, so I just have to check it out. What's in there?
I had She-Ra in the package, but I sold her one of my first auctions last year.
Yeah.
In a big lot of toys.
The squirrel said, thank you for the auction last night. I enjoyed it. I did too. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah, it was good.
I enjoyed both of our auctions last night.
Yeah, rub it in. It's okay.
Part 1 and part 2.
It was so good we did it twice.
That's right. It was too much to handle.
Oh,
it broke the internet.
Sandra, you have to get Mama here says you'll have to get the jeweler's loop and look really good because it's color on color. So you'll have to, you got to listen to what Mama says here. Mama Lisa.
Oh, you know what? It could be stamped on the leg that's missing on the inside of the leg that's not on it.
That's right.
Oh.
That's possible. Sometimes they don't always just put it like under the belly of it. It might be on one of the legs on the inside.
Yep. Change your tune now. That's all right. That's because Sandy's in saying something.
I'm not blind like you.
What the hell?
She talking about me?
No, of course not.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it could be on the
drag
leg.
on Paul Day. We didn't let you come in late. We didn't let you come in late, Lisa, just to stir up stuff.
Why? Why not? I'm waking up.
Yeah, I guess so. I know.
Yeah.
Hi.
Where is he at? Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
You want to come say hi since you're not grumpy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, Scavenger. How are you today?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody on the Facebook side, come over to YouTube channel. You can chat along and see everybody's chat. Everybody could see yours.
Okay. Say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Can you say hi?
Hi, Daniel.
Here you go.
Oh, he's so happy now.
Yeah, he woke up happy.
What?
He woke up happy today.
That's good.
Yay!
At least somebody did, not like Lisa.
Yay!
So what is this bar Lisa's talking about that might be worth something? I found I can get new felt on eBay. There's a slider bar that the cards go in that's missing on both. You can buy that piece on
She's
eBay.
talking about her stereo slide viewer that she got from Dolly.
Oh,
The
okay.
people like missing half the conversation. So they were talking about that for the past 10 minutes.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Yeah. Okay. We definitely have a love-hate relationship going on here that I think people in the chat just
What you got?
He takes everything off my desk. Anything he can grab, he grabs it.
Yeah. What? Yeah. There he goes.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah. Go on, it's your turn.
Lisa and Daniel.
Yeah.
which
You gotta
one? Oh yeah.
Beatles. She loves.
I thought she said loved her cat. I was going to say which one.
Oh, my car. Yeah. It's yeah. Yeah, my car's sitting in the garage with a dead battery right now. I wanted to take her for a ride yesterday and just up and down the street, and I need another battery.
You don't have a trickle charge?
That's not good. I don't have any charger. No. Because
Is that a new language?
I would just start it every couple days, and then for some reason this battery is a bad battery and it just wasn't holding. But one thing is good; it always has great air conditioning.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yep, the Black Rose. Correct, Lisa. But I can't say the same thing for my little Astro van. I've gone through 2 compressors in a year, and now it's not blowing cold again. So I don't know what's going on. The whole system's messed up. Everything's been replaced. What? Daniel.
Say hi, bud.
Yeah.
Where'd they all go?
Yeah. Yee. Yeah. Yeah.
Dolly, did Dolly end up going on yesterday at 6?
No, she's going on today.
Oh, okay.
Dolly, what time are you going to have your auction today? Just so we all know, especially everybody in the chat too. They want to come see you. Do we have room for Dolly?
Make room for Dolly. I used to watch that when I was a kid.
Dolly, you want to come on? Yeah. 6 p.m. Yeah. You want to come in, Dolly? Come talk with us? I hardly get to talk to you anymore. You're so busy over there.
Lisa, why don't you come in too? We'll have a challenge of the Lisas.
And actually, I'm going to take off. I'm going to see my husband. He's leaving to go to work, and I'm
Okay.
going to go feed the little guy some breakfast.
All right.
Have a good day, everybody.
Bye,
Thank you. See
Bye,
ya.
Tiffany.
Okay. Hurry up. Make it a quick minute. Not like me.
Minute by minute.
Okay, Lauren, take care. Thanks for coming in.
See you, Lauren. I
Or
can't wait to
Adam, you can come in too if you want, or anybody. I don't care. Come on in. Come on in.
I can't wait to Lauren's Facebook and her website today.
It's funny. You can ask the guys to come in and they'll come right on. But when you ask a woman, well, wait, I have to fix my hair, put on my lipstick.
No, that happens with guys too. I hate to tell you.
That's right. This takes a lot of work,
guys
folks.
too.
San, why don't you come on? You can come on.
That's a good idea.
She's got the mean face on there, the emoji.
Yeah, she's always got the mean. Hi, Uncle Bees. How are you?
Ooh. Me too, Adam. It was terrible. I was all wrapped up in my blanket. I was really restless too when I did fall asleep.
I have to do my
Wait,
makeup.
food delivery. Oh.
Sandra, you don't have to do your makeup. I don't wear makeup. It's easy. Just come on without it.
Same here. If I go out with a man, I'm always waiting for him. So there.
It's really not that bad. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah,
Oh, it was a joke for Paul.
she's a chicken. She's a chicken shit.
Paul, you're never going to be monetized.
Maybe that's why I'm a D- on my.
Don't pay attention to any of that garbage. It means nothing. If you start obsessing over that stuff, it's not going to help you at all.
Flipping Flamingo says I'd come on, but I'm in my uniform, sitting in my patrol car. Wow.
Whoa! It wasn't me. I didn't do anything.
Ooh, Sandy gave you the skull and crossbones, Paul. You're in trouble.
Bless you, Sam.
No, I did not get that record yet. I am getting my invoice because I think I made my 10 record package up. So Dunkin' Donuts.
Adam asked. Yeah, I went. I woke up real early, but I didn't get out of bed until like 7 something. So I took the dog with me and we went.
I miss 7-Eleven coffee from up north.
7-Eleven.
And Wawa.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I really like
I've been off coffee for the last couple of weeks, but I just last 3 days I just had a couple.
Yeah, but he didn't get his wife one. Oh.
Oh, she was still sleeping. Excuse me.
Uh-huh. You're in big trouble today, Paul.
Yeah, but it's my birthday, so I can get away with it.
No, yesterday was your birthday. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, our friend down the street works with Sandy, and then she works 1 day a week at Disney. And she says, "Happy birthday, have a special day." And I said, "Yeah, we're going to go to Epcot, and then we're going to go to Outback for dinner." And I says, "And then we're probably going to go to the movie theater to watch a movie." And I says, "Wishful thinking."
Yeah.
And she says, "Yeah, I know what you mean."
Oh, that's right. Since the first one's not there, that me singing happy birthday to you is gone too.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
That's right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to you. By myself singing a harmony.
Happy birthday, Flippin' Paul. Don't mute me ever again. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
Thank you.
You big boy. Who's a big boy?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know what you mean, Kelly. We have a Keurig with all different kinds of coffees, and there's something about Dunkin' I've always liked. When the last time we went to New Orleans, I bought the Keurig Chicory coffees, and they're great. But I just prefer Dunkin'.
I like house blends.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not like Starbucks. I just think their coffee is way too strong. The only thing I usually get at Starbucks is either a macchiato, caramel macchiato, or a frappuccino. I think their coffee is just way too strong.
Squirreled Away did change his icon, but it's not showing up.
Yeah,
it won't show up for a little bit. Sometimes it's delayed like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike says they wish he'd put Dunkin' back in his town.
Yeah, Paul, when you're off of here later, I think Sandy's going to give you a frappuccino upside your head.
Oop, upside the head. Oop, upside the head.
Yeah. Oh, you remember that song, huh?
My Whole Life is a soundtrack.
By Cameo. I like them. I saw them in concert once.
Paul, when we talk over there on Adam's channel, everybody's always making a lyric reference to something. Like if somebody says something and then they'll make the lyric and then somebody else will say who it's from. It's a constant thing with music people.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I used to do that all the time with my friends, even back in high school.
Absolutely.
So I'm putting the link in, but we have no takers. Ow.
Well,
Dawn will be here in a couple minutes. Maybe she went to go brush her hair.
Maybe she ran out of lipstick and she went down to CVS to buy some new lipstick or something.
Question.
Wait a minute. I have some no-name coffee maker I bought at the Goodwill using hazelnut flavored coffee, a dash of cinnamon. I have hazelnut candles that I love. But go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
So when people go to a drugstore, perchance, are you allowed to shop the other areas of the store? And when you go to the big W store, are you able to shop the other areas as well as the big T?
Yeah. Because I had to go pick up a prescription for myself at Walgreens the other day, and the whole store is open. Walgreens, hello, storage scavenger.
Good morning, everybody.
Walgreens.
Hey, James. Long time no see.
Hello. Yeah, it's been crazy around here.
Where
No,
are
really?
you? Remind us where you are.
Austin, just south of Austin, Texas.
Oh,
So are you weird too?
Me? Yeah, I've always been weird, though, even before I lived in Austin.
There you go.
oh, look who else is here. And look who
Dolly.
is here.
Dolly.
Good morning, Dolly.
Good morning.
And look who's
Panel.
here.
Good morning, Dolly.
All right, somebody has YouTube on. You have to shut your YouTube volume off.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's Jerry.
They're squirreled.
I mean, squirreled away.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can't see you though.
All right, I'm gonna turn my camera on in just a minute.
All right.
Watch out! Watch out!
If more people want to come on, we can always get rid of Lisa for a little bit.
Shut up. We can get rid of you and we can take over your channel. Me. Don't be a bully.
Oh, not me.
You'll be sorry.
All right, here I come.
He had to put his makeup on.
Drum roll, please.
Hey.
All right, guys, here's squirreled away.
How are you?
Throw it away.
I'm definitely squirreled away, that's for sure. How's
Where are you?
everybody doing?
Good. Where are you located?
Here you go, Adam.
Jerry, where are you located?
I'm in Youngsville, North Carolina, next to Lake Forest.
I can't believe somebody put that price sticker on top of the hype sticker. That is just horrible. Of all the places they could have placed it.
Yeah, I agree.
They could have put it here. They could have put it here. That's why people love shopping Record Crate, folks. We have integrity issues.
There you go. Oh, Paul.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but I can't do my.
It is
There you go.
bad.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Lisa, you finally get to meet me. Hello.
Yes, finally.
I hope to meet all of you someday at the Record Crate in Raleigh. I really mean that.
Absolutely.
I know with Paul possibly moving to New Hampshire, that might be a little tougher, but
Yeah, but I think where it is right in the middle of the East Coast, we might be able to schedule a meetup, and then one of my trips going back home, because we drive all the time because we have to take the dog.
Yeah, awesome.
Do something like that.
okay, I have a question for all of you that do auctions. How do you do it? Let's say I have a bunch of stuff that I personally would like to auction myself, but I'm not a business owner. How would I go about doing it legally? Because y'all were talking about, Paul, you said something about you were legal to do it.
Right. I had to get approval from our licensing board here.
Wait,
Because
can I I'm gonna restart my computer because I see I'm freezing again and getting all choppy.
Okay.
So I'll be right
You're
back,
actually-
guys, because my
Those
there's
laws
static on the
also vary
microphone
by
again.
state.
Okay. Yeah,
All right, I'll be back.
the law is different in every state. And here in Florida, you do need a license. But the problem with the auctioneer's license here, 99% of the rules is for auctioning real estate. So I'm a licensed real estate broker, and I go to local auctions, and one of the auctioneers says, you should know better because it's a $5,000 fine, blah, blah, blah. So I got nervous. I contacted our state licensing board, and I says, can I get a ruling on this? This is what I do. I actually sent them a clip. And I says, I'm shipping it from Florida. It's here. Can you tell me? And I had to send them all my information, my sales tax number, my corporate, information. And 3.5 weeks later, they said, you're fine. We are in contact with other licensing boards around the country because it is becoming more and more popular, and there is no rule on it yet. There's no real rule on it yet. But you're fine. You gave us everything. You're in good standing. Everything's paid. You're good to go. So the other thing that I've heard is if you're auctioning your own stuff, you're fine too.
Right.
But after a while, like Dolly and Scavenge Hunter and Storage Scavenger and Adam also, we're auctioning more than our own stuff.
Right.
We're actually getting stuff to resell.
Right. I figured that much, but it looks fun what y'all do. I know it's also a lot of work too, because whenever somebody wins a bid, y'all have to actually take the time and package this stuff and go down to the post office and ship it. And it can't just be that simple.
Well, it's like eBay without the fees.
Right.
It's like any reselling, really. Online, it's just doing it. The biggest thing really is we have to do our own payment processing because, we're not eBay. We have to drive our own traffic to the auctions because we don't have, millions of followers that are just sitting there waiting for our auctions. So that's the big thing is we have to get out there and promote it. We have to get out there and get the buyers in there. But the shipping and all that stuff is pretty much the same. We have to do our own shipping and invoicing and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
On eBay, they do the invoicing for you, basically. And you still have to ship it, but they do the calculated shipping and all that. I use Pirate Ship for most of my eBay, and that's what I use for most of my auctions as well. I've got a couple of others that I use. I use Shippo for doing FedEx and UPS shipping because sometimes those are cheaper than USPS, and Pirate Ship only does USPS.
Right. But what I got started doing the auctions only since October. And excuse me, I just looked at it as another venue to do some sales other than eBay and Amazon, because eBay has fees that are pretty substantial. I think the average is 12%, but Amazon FBA fees are, I think, 28%. So, you can always start with one of us. You could come on with me one time. You can come on with Dolly. Even Storage Scavenger has been on everybody's auction. It's just, you could do that just to get it going. But what I started doing my own, I like the idea of starting the items and then doing one shipping fee at the end per box.
Yep.
Instead of saying, I'm going to start this at $25 shipping included, and then I'm going to sell this for $25 shipping included. Well, before you know it, if you're the buyer, you're paying a lot more money when both of these items could be shipped
together.
Yeah, for $5 total. You're paying a lot more money if you're shipping included. when I could have started this at 5 or 5, and you charge the person $4.80, say, because would be both of these would be under a pound. Excuse me. And then it's just, if you're just starting and everything you think is going to be over a pound, like if you've been buying action figures from me, so I'm imagining that that's what you want to sell, maybe some of your old collection.
No, I got a bunch of pop culture. I've got stuff that I'm telling you, it would definitely sell. I mean, Adam came over to my house to make a delivery, and I showed him around for the very first time, and he saw stuff that I've got.
Okay.
I have got a lot of stuff that I could get rid of and probably make a fortune at it.
All right. Well, like I was going to say, if your stuff is over a pound, and if it's not going to get damaged, you can always put it in a padded flat rate envelope, and it's like what, Dolly, $7.80 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Excuse me. Or just go to the post office. They have all the free priority mailboxes, and find out what that is. And yeah, we all use pirate ship. Excuse me. But then when you do a PayPal invoice, you can even buy shipping right on the PayPal invoice when they pay.
I found that that's not cheaper than pirate ship.
Okay. But I think they have options like FedEx, don't they?
They have UPS now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all we do, like last night, I just have a book, one of these dollar books from Walmart, and I put down the auction date, who it was with, what sold, how much it sold for, and who it went to. So then, like, let's just say this day, there was several different people. Okay. Jerry bought this, and then 4 or 5 lines down, Jerry bought that. So I total it up. I go to PayPal. I make the invoice. Line 1, Jerry bought baseball playing cards. Line 2, Jerry bought a Polo Creed. I'll put it in the box. I take I have a couple of scales. I have this one, then I have a bigger one. So it totals 12 ounces. So I know I know it's going to go first class. I find out what the shipping is, and
Stop talking.
What?
Stop talking. Look at the chat. Stop talking.
Oh, no, I'm doing it on purpose. So then I on the last part where it says shipping, I put in the $4.80. It totals it up, and yeah.
Yeah, I know, Adam. I know he's very slow with the chat.
It totals it up, and then he sends the invoice. So it's not as hard as you would think, but after it's repetition. After you do it a few times, it's not bad at all.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, I want to know, Dolly, where are you from?
I'm from Ohio, Northeast Ohio.
Okay, I was wondering that. And I know you're a nurse. Do you work in a hospital or like a nursing home, or?
I work in a nursing home.
Okay. I have great respect for nurses, people in the medical field, period, because of what y'all do in caring for people that are sick. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all hear that enough, but I want to make sure I do my part.
I appreciate that.
Because one of these days I may find myself there, and whoever's looking after me, I want to make sure they know that how much I appreciate it while I can still tell them.
Right.
What's the matter?
Maddie. Let me see Maddie. Hello, Maddie.
Oh yeah, Paul, I saw that video about the dog. It was his birthday, and he was eating a triple cheeseburger on the ground.
Yep.
Gosh, he was going to town on that burger. Where'd y'all get that from?
We missed 1 year. We take her to Wendy's to get a triple cheeseburger.
Dave's triple.
And then we just cut it up, and that's her birthday cake.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like it when Flippin' Crazy has her cats in her arms and like loving on them during an auction.
It happens sometimes.
What was the black one name? I like the black one.
Oh, Tabitha. Yeah, she's a little tiny thing. She's only about 5 pounds and she's full grown.
Yeah.
She never grew. She was this itty. Oh my God. She was so tiny and so malnourished when I rescued her. She just ended up showing up in the front yard one day and she was just all bones too. And I nursed her back to health, but she never grew into a full size cat. She's tiny.
I gotta tell you, this is awesome that we can all talk like this. I mean, I've been on these auctions like almost every one, and now finally y'all can see me and hear me, and I can talk, and that's great.
I always wished that when doing an auction, I always wished that we could hear the people instead of just a chat.
I agree, and I wish we could see them, even if you had on the screen like 100 pictures of people like this live, where we're all bidding like in a real auction. Like if you're saying, okay, we're going to start this bid at $10, I'm holding up my sign, bid, and you're like, okay, 11, bid, or like they do on the TV show, yep.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Kelly, you guys are underappreciated too. So I want to say thank you as well for your service.
Definitely. We rely on, because with my daughter, she's disabled, and we rely on our home health care nurses. And during this crisis, we found out how much we rely on them because one of our nurses is in quarantine right now. So we really, really appreciate home health nurses, doctors, nurses, all of them, because we depend on that just for our day-to-day life.
Right. And they're all working like massive hours these days too.
Yep. That's what's happening with me right now too. And I've been offered to go to the front lines and I declined.
Wow.
Yeah, they're so bad. I got a friend of mine in Colorado, and he's 72 years old, and they were calling him saying, hey, we see that you have medical experience. Can you come in and help us out? He said, I'm 71. He said, I've been out of the field for 30 years.
Wow.
Oh my.
Yeah, the Empire State Building is flashing red, white for healthcare at night. Excuse me.
I saw that. They see that on news a couple of times.
Yep.
So I know Dolly is a nurse. I know Adam is a brick and mortar small business store that sells a bunch of totally cool stuff to vinyl champions. Right, Adam?
Right. Yes. Thanks.
And I am a senior level software developer specializing in Microsoft.NET technologies. Paul, what do you do are you strictly just auctions? Is this your sole thing, or?
I'm a real estate broker. I'm a licensed real estate broker.
Oh, wow.
I sold my franchise at the end of 18, excuse me, when my non-compete ran out. I wanted to bring back Antonelli Realty, but I wasn't. Real estate down here is like the wild, wild west. Agents do whatever the hell they want to do and they get rid of it. There's no real support. So I've done eBay since before it was eBay. And I just did it as a side hustle thing. So I have a little health issue that I'm dealing with, and I'm trying to retire. So I'm trying to do online reselling now as I call it my final career.
Okay.
And I want to do it that way.
I wanted to tell you, ever since you mentioned that you're in St. Cloud, Florida,
Yep.
last August, I took my very first cruise on Carnival, and my family and I, we drove straight all the way to Cocoa Beach, Florida,
Yep.
and got on the Carnival Breeze. And that's the first time that I had actually been, well, in a long time, to Florida. So I picked up a Florida Gators ball cap.
Okay.
Even though I'm not really a Gators fan, but the ball cap was completely cool looking.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So I got one, and I tell you, it's a haul driving from North Carolina to Florida.
it is. It's a long.
It's a haul driving from Texas to Florida too.
Yeah, I'm
17
sure.
hours.
Yeah. How many hours is it
From where? North Carolina?
from Texas? I don't know what part of Texas.
17 and a half hours for me.
Okay. Because Sandy and I, a couple of times now, we drove from here, our house, to New Orleans. We'd stop at Biloxi,
Mm-hmm.
and then New Orleans. That's a 10-hour drive. And I said, "Gee, Texas is not that far."
Of course, it depends on where you're going in Texas too.
Right.
I live in Central Texas now. When I moved to Florida from Texas, because I lived in Florida for 7 years, and when I moved out there, it took me 17 and a half hours from West Texas.
Wow. Yeah,
I
we
lived
drive
in-
home. When we drive home, if I mean, the last time I went by myself, I did it in 2 days, I think.
Yeah.
Total of 23 hours. But when Sandy comes and everything, we'll take our time. We'll do some sourcing all the way up and back.
Yeah, when I went, it was a straight shot. Stopped to rest a little bit, and then got up and kept going.
Yeah.
But I was right there near you. I was in Altamont Springs.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Jason said it's a haul going from New Hampshire to Florida. Definitely is. That's a long, boring drive, especially in the New Jersey Turnpike. Boring, boring, boring.
One of our vinyl people, Adam knows him, left from Mebane and went to Florida. And he was a good friend to me, and I sure do miss him. I would stop by his store and get vinyl from there at times.
Cool.
But Lisa, or Flippin' Crazy, if you want me to call you that. What is your full-time job? Are you willing to share or
Selling
Okay.
and taking care of unwanted and homeless animals. That's my
I
job.
applaud you
That's
for
my life.
that. I really do. I happen to be a cat fan. I had
Good.
one cat as I rescued him, and he died not too long ago, and it tore me up, and I just couldn't get another one yet. So I had to have him put down. His name was Logan. He was a Maine Coon, and I tell you, that cat really pulled me through some tough times. So I understand about cat therapy, believe me.
There may be another cat for you one day, Jerry, that needs a family.
I have plenty here outside that if you're looking for another one, I can bring you one once all this is over. There's a couple here that would be great candidates. And it would make me feel a lot better if they had a home.
Now, you're not actually in the city of Atlanta, correct?
I'm right outside of it.
Okay.
Right outside of it. But I am within city limits of where my town is. So
And
I
George,
drive down the street, the main drag, and I'll drive 15 minutes and I'll hit the city. Like you could see it as you're driving down the road. It's right there.
Wow. Amazing.
storage scavenger. What is your first name again?
James.
James, I keep forgetting. Is this online reselling? Is that your primary business?
Yeah, that's what I do full time. I do this, and I do a few other things here and there, but mostly my reselling is my main business.
And you buy storage auctions too, right?
Yeah, that's where my storage scavenger. I buy and resell storage units online.
Okay.
I do online, offline. All of our live auctions are shut down right now. There's a few still going online. I can't even get to my facility right now. They've shut it down.
Yeah, I noticed I was getting several emails, last month or whatever. Hey, there's a few facilities, there's a few units up, there's a few units up. The only emails I got this week is everything's closed for the time being.
Yeah.
All the estate sales. One company tried to do an estate sale. They said they were going to try it this past Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. After the first, they were going to do it virtually. And after the first day, they said it's canceled.
Yeah, our facility had an auction because it had already been scheduled, but they said that was the last one that they're going to do until things calm down. Most of the units that are going on storage treasures and on the online sites right now are ridiculously high because there's like only a handful of them and everybody's trying to get them.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, I've got plenty of stuff in my own storage right now. And like, I'm sitting here right now, we're kind of locked down right now, but I have my trailer in front of the house and it's fully loaded.
It's out there.
Wow.
So I'm sorting and selling out of my trailer right now.
Wow. Well, that's good. You don't have to walk too far for inventory.
No, but the downside is it's an open trailer and it's pouring rain right now.
Oh, so that's
I've got it heavily tarped up, so it's keeping the water off everything, but it's hard for me to get out there and sort whenever it's pouring rain.
Hi, Flippin' Frozen.
Hey, Donna, how are you? Flippin' Frozen.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna. Good morning.
Well, so what's everybody looking to do this weekend or today or tomorrow?
Well, I'm looking to see some cool auctions this weekend for sure. And
are you getting out of the house today, Jerry?
I already have. I just got back. That's why I was asking Flippin' Crazy about the grocery store. We finally decided to get up at like 6 a.m. and try to hit the food line. And we definitely got some stuff this time. But after that, we went to Harris Teeter, then Lowe's, then the Walmart, and we came back with a lot of stuff. So we did pretty well this time. But I guess that is key. I mean, there's still the shelves, there's still some things that are just not there, not even early in the morning. I don't know what the deal is about toilet paper and hand sanitizer.
What people told me was the main reason why a lot of people got crazy over the toilet paper is that a large percentage of the world's toilet paper is made in China, and all this broke out in China. So everybody freaked out thinking that they're going to cut off all the imports from China and we're not going to have any toilet paper. That's what started the whole toilet paper craze.
Wow.
That's interesting.
What did you need, Jerry?
And I don't even know how true that is, but there was some news report that said that, and everybody went crazy within like a day.
Yeah, I went.
That's where the toilet paper, the hand sanitizer, that everybody was like, "Oh, you got to clean your hands." So everybody started buying hand sanitizer, but you can get tons of soap. The soap aisle is fully stocked, and that's what you need is soap and water.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what you need is the soap and water, not the sanitizers.
Yeah,
the sanitizer is nice, but it's not as effective. And I've got tons of hand sanitizer. We had a unit we got a couple of months ago. We had a ton of hand sanitizer in that unit, and we're still sitting on most of it. So we're like, yeah, we got plenty of that.
Can't find rubbing alcohol either.
Around here, we're not even, the only thing that we're having trouble getting here is toilet paper. Everything else, our stores are fully stocked. Now, if you get into Austin, into the city, it's crazy. But here where we live, we're about 30 miles out of Austin, and we've got full stock shelves and stuff here. Now, it's been crazy because we're actually between Austin and San Antonio, and we're getting people from Austin and San Antonio coming and hitting our stores.
Wow.
But they've got processes in place, I guess, to restock it fairly quickly, because we haven't had a problem with finding whatever we needed except for toilet paper, and we had stocked up. We saw it coming. We saw the early stages of it, so we stocked up a little bit early on. And really, the only thing we stocked up more than our normal amounts on was toilet paper and water, and everything else we're just buying what we normally buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remembered when this first happened, the scare, whatever. Toilet paper was gone, but the most obscure things were gone, like cheese and frozen pizza and ice cream. It's ridiculous stuff. Like, these people are going to be 900 pounds when this thing's all done.
Yep.
James, are you selling hand sanitizer online?
No. Because pretty much eBay and everybody else pretty much shut all that stuff down, and most of it's over at my storage right now. I can't even get to it.
Oh.
But I've got plenty here for us, but I don't have a whole lot of extra to sell right now. And my wife's freaking out about how we're gonna run out. I'm like, we're never gonna run out.
Yeah.
I know how much we have. We're not gonna run out.
Wow.
I found bar soap in the grocery store, but I haven't found liquid soap.
See, we've got liquid soap. I go to our grocery store. The soap aisle is completely stocked. I mean, there's nothing that's missing in the soap aisle here.
Wow.
And I've got tons of that kind of stuff because we find that bathroom stuff. We find that stuff in storage units all the time. And we got into a unit a couple of months ago, back in December, that was a homeless person's unit. And they had tons and, bags of little hotel soaps, still sealed. I've got tons of it. I mean, I could probably go for 5 years and never run out of soap.
Wow.
So,
Dolly, you're doing an auction tonight?
Yes, I will be doing it at 6:00 tonight.
6 o'clock tonight?
Hey there, Dolly. I hope you like my new name. I was wondering if you did. Do you get it?
Yeah, I scrolled away. Yeah.
Because the truth is, that's what we all are right now.
right. Away.
Well,
Are you going to have guests, Dolly, or is it going to be just you?
I reached out to one, so Lisa might be with me tonight.
oh, why do you want to ruin it, Dolly?
Well, I was trying
Shut up, Paul.
I was trying to keep it a secret. So she had to ruin it.
Get everybody to come in, and all of a sudden, here's Lisa.
Dolly, what kind of items? Is it pop culture, jewelry?
It's whatever I can pull from my warehouse and bring back to my house.
Okay.
I'm thinking of doing one tomorrow at 3. I wanted to do one tonight, but I'll probably do one tomorrow at 3. I reached out to an auctioneer that I was on. He raised money for Grimes fines, and I asked him if he wanted to come on. But if anybody else wants to come on too, that would be cool.
Well, Paul, last night when you were in the middle of doing the Apollo Creed bid,
you got it.
That's when the video went dead.
Right.
And I was trying to reach out to Adam because I didn't know how to get to anybody else. And finally we got it back up and running, but then Paul wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't getting the link. I think they had enough of me last night, similar to tonight, but they can't do it. I mean, similar to today, they can't do anything about that now because this is my channel.
Paul, you were given the link 3 times last night.
Yeah, but I can show. All right, hold on.
Check your emails. I don't know where he sent it, but he sent it, and then he sent it again. I gave it to you also, so you can't say you did not get it. I don't want to hear about it.
I saw he was typing in, but nothing came through.
He sent the link to you twice, and I sent it to you once, and you just totally decided not to come on. So I don't want to hear anything.
No, there was no link.
Okay, well, check your Facebook.
That was the
emails. I don't know where he sent it.
He was sending it in here because I was corresponding with him through here. Messenger. and this is the link to today's. But it's okay. I had my fun, and I sold a couple items, both to Jerry.
You could have sold a lot more to me if you'd have come back.
Exactly. People were asking for you, and Adam was wondering why you weren't coming back, and I even gave you the link to it, so you have no excuse.
Hello, Haberdashery.
Hi, Deb.
I've been working quite a bit of hours outside of this.
Well, hey, we've been on here for over 2 hours.
So what?
Well, I have to go have breakfast.
No, you don't. You can stand to wait a little longer.
Bring your breakfast to the table and eat while you're talking. Nobody cares.
Peanut butter? Is that what you said, Paul? You have peanut butter?
Yeah, I got to send her a jar of peanut butter. But no, seriously though, I appreciate everybody for coming in. This was cool.
Yeah, we can stay on a little while longer. You're outvoted.
No, we gotta go. I gotta go. We gotta get ready for tonight.
No, you don't. It's early.
That's a good point.
Because you woke up an hour ago. We've already been on for another hour before that.
So what? Let's keep going.
You can always go live on your own channel, Lisa.
Yeah.
You're getting watch hours. Don't complain.
I got to tell y'all something. This is the only thing that we have got to keep us connected to the outside world, because I miss not being able to go to the record crate, believe me, and hang out with Adam. I can't do that. And, it stinks big time because we are squirreled away. And this is the only thing that we have, at least for the next month, until the president decides to get this thing back to where we can start going to a normal life again. So I appreciate being able to see you guys and talk like this, because it gives us some sense of what we used to have, only in a virtual setting. So I hope y'all understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, loneliness is definitely a real thing. Human beings weren't meant to be squirreled away, for one thing. We're meant to interact and be sociable and show love and caring for one another.
Right. Oh, exactly. We did a video chat with our family the other night, and it was good to catch up.
Yeah, we've been video chatting with my family all over, and my parents live in San Antonio, which is kind of where it all started in Texas, and it kind of spread out from there. But they live right there, and they're like, "Oh, we want to see the baby," and we're like, "Yeah, you can video chat. That's the only way you're going to see him anytime soon, because we're not taking him anywhere near San Antonio."
Yeah.
Jerry, I'd love to see some of your collections sometime.
Yeah, I will show you a couple things while I got Paul online before he goes, because I wanted Paul to see some things. Paul, can you see? Let me see if I can maneuver my camera a little.
Is that the Lego Tower of London?
Yes.
Nice.
I have that. And you'll see up there, I got R2-D2 and Jabba's Palace.
Yeah.
And then you see right there the old Volkswagen van.
Yep.
I got that. And you see the NFL helmet collection. I got the NFC and the AFC right there. I also have stuff in my man cave, but that's in a different room. I'll have to show that another time, but you can go ahead and put everybody else back up. But I wanted y'all to see, I do have a lot of collections. When Adam came over, I couldn't wait to show him my records. Of course, he didn't have a whole lot of time either, but I at least got him to see that I had all these crates of records. And I told him, Adam, this is probably 1/3 of your store right here in my living room, my dining room.
Wow.
And up in my man cave, I have got walls and walls of DVDs and Blu-rays and action figures. I am just not trying to brag. I have a lot. I love collecting, and it's just fun and enjoyable. What Adam doesn't know, or probably does suspect, is a lot of my albums are actually still sealed. Some of them I've opened, but when I buy new pressings, a lot of times I tend to put them in a sleeve and stack them up right and keep them sealed if I think they might be worth something someday. But Adam also told me be careful about the curse of sealed records, right, Adam? It's
The blessing and the curse of a sealed record.
right. Because when Adam is showing a record during one of his chats, I love how he does this. He'll take the record and he'll hold it up like a pizza while he's looking at it. And and it makes me think maybe I better start looking at my records and make sure those things are flat.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's important when you buy record stuff. You're going to pay a premium dollar. You want to make sure you get one that's not flat. That is flat.
Oh, Lisa went away. I was going to tell her that next time we're on a video chat like this, I'm going to make sure I go to my man cave so she can see other stuff. But,
I want to do this again tomorrow. Maybe we can go on someone else's channel tomorrow morning at 9.
That's why I'm excited for Dolly's auction tonight. I can't wait to see what she brings. I mean that, Dolly.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dolly's been sourcing some cool stuff, comics and stuff like that.
I haven't bought any. I bought something from everyone except Dolly. I'm waiting for Dolly to show that right item, and I want to get something from Dolly so I can support her.
Well, maybe. I have a lot of cool stuff, so.
I have a box sitting next to my front door that came in from Dolly, I think a week ago now, that I haven't done anything with.
Dolly, do I need to register with you, or do you know my information?
That's cool.
Finally got it, Paul.
That's cool. Yeah. People were telling me that they got my stuff already. So even though everything's behind, I'm sorry for interrupting you, Jerry. Shipping's been pretty fast. Like Kim said, she got her shipment from me. I think it was only 2 days, and she's in Texas, so not that far.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dolly.
So yes, you would have to register with me before the auction, and I will put that on my channel tonight. So
okay, I'll forward you my information that I sent to Lisa and Paul because I had to register with them.
We have it, Dolly. We can give it
too is I'm waiting on Monday. I got word that I'm gonna receive a package from Flippin, Crazy, and Paul on Monday. And Paul, I heard you say earlier this morning, my 2 from last night you hadn't shipped yet, and Lisa also has something of mine, Mork and Mindy.
Yeah, no, I haven't invoiced yet.
Me either.
Thinking I was going to go on to an
I want y'all to hold it a little bit because I have a hunch y'all are going to have more auctions coming. Right. And I agree with what y'all are doing about delaying shipping because you're trying to help us save on shipping costs. And believe me, shipping adds up.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I might go on tonight late. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to do something tomorrow with 3. If any of you 6, 5 others, I can't go on with myself. If any of you guys want to come on tomorrow at 3 and auction some stuff on, that would be cool. Excuse me.
Yeah, Jerry, I'm going to invoice you. Just don't pay it. because then I can always add stuff to it. I can edit it. Just let it sit there.
Okay. Well, I'm also trying to be considerate, thinking that these folks are small businesses and they need the money. So I want to make sure y'all get your money so you'll have it when you need it.
Right.
I just rather it be all on one invoice and get paid at one time instead of all the separate transactions. It gets to be a little bit much in PayPal when you have multiples of the same people and it's all going on one package, and you have to go back and double check all the different transactions. So what I'm going to do is when I send yours, I'm going to send it, but I'm not going to have a shipping charge on it yet because I don't know what else you're going to get.
Right.
So that'll be added on after we decide, okay, are you ready for it now? After like Monday night or something, and you can let me know, okay, on Tuesday, go ahead and do the shipping calculated for what I did pick. And then I can give you a shipping
Adam,
for that.
Right. Adam's got an order for me too. And Adam, I tell you, thank you for delivery. I really appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you're welcome.
Adam, why are you tired?
I've been sitting here for 2 hours and 20 minutes and I'm not used to being still. So
we can watch you run around, run back and forth, grabbing records.
All right, hold on. Let's do it.
Let's do another tour.
I have to get my phone on.
Well, I'm going to have to get off, so I will talk to you guys later.
Bye, Dolly. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Yep.
I should probably go. I have to ship some things. The person should be here by 1. So
my wife's wanting me to go make breakfast, so I'm gonna have to go too.
All right,
fine, all you lightweights. Just abandon me. That's fine. I guess I'm gonna go too then, since you're all.
You can go live on your channel. I'm sure you can get people on there.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I get the hint. Okay.
If you want to come on and do an auction, just let me know. I'll let Dolly know or Lisa know. But definitely.
Paul, thank you for the live chat and thank you for letting me come on and see you guys.
Cool. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I'll probably do it again tomorrow morning, unless Lisa wants to get up early at 9 and do it on her channel, or Adam.
It depends how late I go to bed tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Actually.
All right. So I guess we are going off then. Everybody's dumping.
Yeah, everybody's dumping out. Everybody's bailing on me. So I guess we'll say goodbye, guys.
All right. And Donna and Tiffany, I don't know if you meant now or tomorrow or tonight, but definitely yes.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, definitely.
See you guys in a couple hours somewhere.
Yes. Make it a good tomorrow. Yes, definitely, Tiffany. Make
sure you're sub to all of us so you don't miss any auctions or talk shows.
I picked this up today.
So, bye, everybody.
Where?
Are you ending this now, Paul?
Yes.
Walmart.
I didn't know you were at 4K, Jerry.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that Target had the steel book of that advertised.
It's not fair that Walmart, not that I want people here, but it's not fair that Walmart can sell stuff like that and I have to be closed.
Yeah, that's very true.
That is, unless Adam can find something to start selling that can make his business become essential to where people can go there.
Milk and bread, toilet paper.
I did order some on the Big A, so there you go.
All right, everybody. I'm going to call it quits.
Okay.
Thanks for coming in. If we want to do this tomorrow, I'm going to try to be up and do it. I'll call Lisa like at 5 a.m. so she can get up by 8:45.
That'll be nice.
Lisa,
my phone was on vibrate too, so it didn't ring or anything.
We'll put it under your pillow so that'll wake you up.
No, it actually wouldn't.
Hey, Lisa, Paul, it was really nice meeting y'all online. And
here, Jerry. Thank you.
Nice seeing you too, Jerry.
I hope that I'm serious. I'm hoping that y'all will come to Raleigh sometime.
Absolutely. I'm planning on it.
Yeah, definitely.
I've
As if
spoken to
y'all
Adam a
do.
couple times already about it. Yes, absolutely.
I told Adam to let me know because I'll be there and maybe we can all get together and go to dinner or do something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That sounds
My
awesome.
hair's growing.
Good.
I can't get a
Looks
haircut.
good.
I think you need a nap.
All right, guys. So I guess we'll see you somewhere soon. Don't forget my auctions tomorrow too. It's 6 o'clock, and then Monday night at 6 o'clock, and then Tuesday I have a jewelry auction at 5 o'clock, and it's all the jewelry starts at $1.
It's all Lisa all the time, every day.
Don't even. Don't. Paul, we better end this now because it's going to get dirty. We don't want to do that in front of people.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Oh!
Thank you very much for coming. And I'll see you either later on or check out Dolly or Lisa or Adam. And I'll see you here, worst case scenario, tomorrow morning at 9 on somebody's channel, if not my own. Thanks for coming in, spending the morning with us, and hope everybody has a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.